Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic 2014. So we're here with some more Friday Night Magic. This week I will be going with the Dodge and Burn deck. So, this is actually a pretty good start. So I've got a Searing Spear, do your 3 damage to target creature or player. Got a Char, which can potentially do, so Char deals 4 damage to target creature or player and 2 damage to you. 4 land and a counter. So I've got a Thought Bind, which can counter any spell with a mana cost of 4 or less. So I'm actually going to keep that hand. Start off with the mountain. We'll play an island next. So I kind of took inspiration from the Dodge and Burn deck that I played a couple of weeks ago, where basically I'm going to be doing as much damage to his face as quickly as possible. We've got here Putrid Imp, so it looks like that we will be playing the Graveyard Fetch deck. So we've got here then, as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, so discard a card. Yep. So yeah, this is definitely the Graveyard Fetch deck. We've got a nice Charmbreaker Devil for later on. 6. Oh, I like the animation on that. That's cool. So yeah, what I've got in this deck is just a lot of burn for getting through creatures and stuff like that, and then it's just going to be doing a lot of damage to his, well, basically as much damage to his face as possible. I'm not really too bothered about that Putrid Imp right now, so I'm actually just going to do damage straight to his face. Hit him for 3 damage straight away, like so. Try and burn him down as quickly as possible before he can get any of his big massive creatures out, which is what I'm trying to avoid really with this deck, is to not let him get that out. So he's going to be able to hit me for 1 this turn, not the end of the world. So I've got a couple of the cards in this deck, such as the Charmbreaker Devils, Weed Dragonauts and Kiln Fiends, just for what's the word I'm looking for? So compulsive research. Target player draws 3 cards, then that player discards 2 cards until unless he or she discards a land. Now, I'm probably going to play that next turn if I don't get anything else, but this turn what I'm going to do is actually burn his face again with the Char, getting down to 13. Then if I don't find anything, I'm going to compulsive research and probably just toss away this spare island. Or hopefully I'll draw into a couple of decent cards, which is always the hope. So what's he got then? Dimir Doppelganger, exile target creature from graveyard. Dimir Doppelganger becomes a copy of that card and gains this ability. That's pretty cool. So he's going to be able to hit me for 1 again, not the end of the world. So I'm probably going to be like countering hope. What's the word I'm looking for? So what have we got then? So I can draw 3 cards, then that player discards 2 cards unless he or she discards a land. Remand, counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, that's going to be pretty useful as well. But I think what I'm going to do is compulsive research this turn. Hopefully I'll draw, say, oh excellent, I'll draw a couple of extra lands as well. So I've got an extra remand, so I'll just toss an island, which is not the end of the world. Play an island this turn. Damn, nice. At least I've got plenty of mana open next turn for things such as remanding, any kind of crazy spells that you might want to use to toss creatures into his graveyard. So he's going to be able to hit me for 1 again, not the end of the world. How much land have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll be able to play my Charmbreaker Devils potentially not next turn, but the turn after, which would be pretty cool. And then whenever I play a spell, it basically gets pumped up to an 8/4, which is pretty mental. If providing he's got like nothing else in the battlefield, that could be pretty crazy. So what do we got then? We've also got Stolen Goods. Target opponent exiles cards from the top of his or her library until he or she exiles a non-land card. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Now that could be pretty useful. So what you can do is play. Now, do I play that or save some mana for... Now, did he play a mana on the last turn? I'm not sure he did, because he's only on 3 and I'm on 5. So, I'm tempted to play Chosen Goods, because this could be pretty crazy. Because if I get one of his big creatures, then I'm going to be able to play that. So what have I got then? Each player puts a creature from his or her graveyard, casts this card from exile. Each player puts a creature from his or her graveyard onto the battlefield. Oh, that's kind of sucky, but at least he might be able to draw that now. So even if he could exile something, he's not going to be able to use that card. So I'm probably just going to hit continue for now. That's one of his exhumes that he can't use, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, I have no creatures on the bottom of my graveyard, do I? So, and neither does he. So essentially, it'd be a totally useless card. So never mind, it's not the end of the world. In hindsight, maybe. But it would have been quite cool if I'd had got one of his like crazy massive creatures. I could have played it without no mana cost, which would have been pretty handy, but not the end of the world. So hopefully we're drawing to a land this turn, which would be nice. That way I can get my Charmbreaker Devils down. So once you got then Hidden Horror, enters battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard a creature card. Ah, fair enough. So he's going to be able to toss away one of his creature cards now. Damn, I really wish I hadn't played that now, because I could have countered that with a Thoughtbind. Yeah, you can tell I've never really used this deck much. It's kind of showing already. What have we got then? So what did he manage to toss away? So that's exiled, but he has a Tide Spout Tyrant. Whenever you cast a spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Well, that's not the best one he could have tossed away, I suppose. So Electrolyze deals 2 damage divided among you choose amongst 2 creatures and or players. I'm probably going to get rid of his Dimir Doppelganger just so he can't copy anything. So for creatures you, and I draw a card. Give me a land. Give me land, give me lots of land. Oh, excellent, Starstorm. That could be pretty handy. So it deals X damage to each creature. And then what's Cycling do again? You can discard a card with Cycling from your hand and pay its Cycling cost to draw another card from your deck. That's pretty useful as well, I suppose. So with that, next turn I could, in theory, do 3 damage to each creature, which is fairly handy, I suppose. We'd be better with 1 more land, I'll be honest. So we can actually swing in for 5 this turn. I really wish I kept that land open to remand that Hidden Horror now, but never mind. So I'm down to 9 health. If I get a land, I can remove all of these. What do you have to toss away? Sign of Darkness. Oh, great. So whenever Sign of Darkness deals combat damage to... okay, that's weird. I don't know why that did something crazy, but does eat... I'm tempted to pay the cycling cost on this just because I've got a lot of cards here and I can't really use any of them without more land. So let's cycle it. Yeah, let's cycle Starstorm. Let's see if I can find myself another land. Ooh, got a Searing Spear. 3 damage to target creature or player. So he's going to be able to do 5 damage to me this turn. I'm probably going to save that for now. And then he continue. So he's got 5 cards in his hand. I don't know what he's going to be able to play this turn. He's still fairly mana screwed, which is all right for him, considering that he doesn't necessarily need a lot of mana. I'm tempted to only put one of these Charmbreaker Devils in. I'm not sure. Maybe increase the amount of land I've got in this deck. I usually end up being mana flooded when I record these videos, not mana screwed, which is kind of annoying. So we've got search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, then shuffle your library. So I'm actually going to remand that. And I draw another Searing Spear, which is pretty handy. I think that card does go back into his hand, but he has essentially just wasted his mana for this turn, which is always handy. So what's he going to do? Swing him for 5? Yep, so I can only do 6 damage to him next turn at the moment, which is slightly annoying. Ouch, that kind of hurt. Could do with 1 more land to play. Excellent. So, do I play Charmbreaker Devils as a blocker? So at the beginning of your upkeep, return an instant or sorcery spell card at random from your graveyard to your hand. So he can kill me off this turn, unless I burn off the Hidden Horror. So I'm thinking of burning that off. So if I do creatures you, just get rid of it. I will be able to play Charmbreaker Devils next turn, and it's really cool as well that you can return an instant or sorcery spell to your hand using the Charmbreaker Devil, so it's very good late game, especially for this deck, because I literally have my entire graveyard is instant or sorcery. So can I counter that? I can remand that as well. Haha! It's going back to your hand. Unlucky, and I get a Banefire as well, so X damage to target creature or player. So in theory, if I can get my Charmbreaker Devils down, I could be looking pretty good. Although that won't leave any mana open to counter that again, so they will be able to swing in for 1 this turn, which is slightly annoying. So I'm down to 3, so not looking particularly good right now. Although with the Banefire, I could, in theory, have Vex is 5 or more, or Banefire can't be countered, so what have I got then? Earthquake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each player, so I don't really want to use that right now, but let's play the Charmbreaker Devils. I'm going to have to get it out there at some point. I'm going to let him sift his library for a card next turn. See what he gets. Unfortunately, I can't counter it, but it's not the end of the world. So this gets +4/0. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Charmbreaker Devil gets +4/0 until end of turn. So we'll be able to play Diabolic Tutor now, search your library for a card and put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library. So he's probably looking for one of his cards, which will... So what did he get? Oh, bollocks, I missed it. Ah! That wasn't good. I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. Has he finally got a land? Maybe that's what he was looking for, a land. Because he has suddenly been able to get a land down, so... interesting. My turn. Ooh, extra land. Fantastic. What did I get back? I also got a compulsive research. So I'm tempted to do the Earthquake and deal... Earthquake deals X damage to creatures without flying and each player. So I'm tempted to do that just so I can then play... So then I can swing in unabated. That'll go up to... Let's do 1 damage. So... Okay. So let's do... Please... We can't counter it. Surely he doesn't have a counter. Unless he can make that flying, of course. So he was able to make that flying, which is slightly annoying. I then also have Banefire, which I can use on that, which will pump that up to a 12, and that's lethal. So doesn't really matter what I do, creatures, because that'll get burnt off, and then I can swing in with the Charmbreaker Devils. I'm blocked. Excellent. So this is actually going to work somehow. I don't know how I've managed this, but you can't do anything, mate, unless you've got some way of getting rid of my Charmbreaker Devils, because that's about to get pumped up to a 12/3, and I can deal 12 damage to you. So what did he do? So that's not really the end of the world. I'm not sure why he did that. Oh, bollocks! That's been pumped up. No, I haven't got enough damage now. No, I should have done more damage. Why is that getting pumped up? Oh, damn it. Why didn't I do 2 damage to that? Now I feel stupid. I should have just whacked that up to maximum. That was so stupid. I should have... Let's see what I find. I might find something. I doubt it, though. It's now 16/3. Terramorphic Expanse, Charmbreaker Devils, Thoughtblind, Opportunity. None of these are particularly good. Choose a card to discard. Oh, Terramorphic Expanse is a land, isn't it? Didn't really find anything I wanted. I'm going to have to attack, though. That was kind of annoying. Oh, apparently I What? He didn't block? Okay, I won. There we go. Fantastic. I'll see you in a sec for game number 2, guys. Okay, guys, so that first game turned out to be a win. I don't know how I got away with it, but for some reason the guy decided not to block. I'm actually going to draw a new hand there. That's not looking too bad. I've got the Remand for some early counter, Council for early counter, Thoughtblind for early counter, Opportunity for card draw, and then I've got 3 lands as well. So this will potentially... so I'm actually going to keep that hand. It's not too bad. Got the three lands, so Terramorphic Expanse and the Island. Terramorphic Expanse, Mountain and Island, sorry. We'll play the Terramorphic Expanse. What do we also get? Stolen Goods. Could be pretty good. So we continue. Go to his turn. See what he plays. So what have we got then? Torch Fiend. So it looks like we are playing... what's it called? The Chandra's one. We'll stick another mountain down, because why the hell not? So he's got 2 on down on the battlefield already. We'll also play an island. I mean, I could Banefire that off, but it's not the most important card right now, so I'm probably just going to hit continue, and then maybe save my mana for remanding something, and getting the card draw out of it as well. See what he plays this turn. So I'm going to play a Remand on you, so I get the card draw. Excellent, we get a Invoke the Firebrand, so choose one, draw X cards, or Invoke the Firemind, Invoke the Firemind, sorry. Deals X damage to target creature or player, so again, very handy. Oh, excellent, another Banefire, looking pretty good so far in terms of this hand, so we've got a lot of burn coming up, which should be quite handy. Again, I think I'm going to save my mana for a cancel, and then cancel anything that he decides to play next turn. Take the damage for now. And then, or what did he manage to play? Pilgrim's Eye. Oh, bollocks. I wanted to pause. Ah, bollocks. I wasn't paying attention there. Whoopsie-daisy. So you got a land. Another land, sorry. Oh, I wanted to cancel that. Didn't want to get an extra land. Bugger. So he's going to be able to swing in for 1. 2 again, even. I wouldn't mind my electrolyze. I think that allows me to split damage, I think. We get another land. So stolen goods. Invoke the fire mine deals X damage to target creature or player. Don't really want to use that yet. So let me play stolen goods on like a boss. See what kind of cards I get. So what do we get then? So we got wild guess. At an additional cost to wild guess, discard a card, draw 2 cards. I'm actually going to cast that. So can I cast it? Oh, cast. That's what I want to do. Is it going to let me cast it? Cast this card from mana without paying. There's an additional. Why won't it let me cast it? That's really weird. Cast. Cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. An additional cost to cast while. That's really weird. I don't know why it won't let me cast it. That's really bizarre. Continue. That's really weird. I don't know why that. Whatever. What a waste. Why didn't that let me play it? I don't know. If somebody can let me know why that didn't decide to play, please let me know, because I have no clue. And now I've got no land open, so I'm feeling a little bit stupid. I'm thinking I maybe should have got rid of that Torch Fiend in the end, right at the beginning. So he's got the Regathian Firecat down now, which I think I might have to deal with next turn. And he's also got a Kiln Fiend, which I'm definitely going to have to deal with. So he's going to be able to swing for 3 this turn. I don't think I've played this game very well at all. I should have got rid of that Torch Fiend ages ago. I should have cancelled that bloody Pilgrim's Eye, but for some reason I wasn't paying attention. So what do we get then? Char deals 4 damage to target creature or 2 damage to you. So that'll cost. So Banefire will cost me 2 to get rid of that Kiln Fiend. And do I have enough to get rid of all of this, or am I just like totally screwed now? 4 damage to target creature or player, and I'm a little bit screwed now. I really wish I hadn't let him get down that Pilgrim's Eye. I really wish I got rid of that Torch Fiend earlier on in the game. So I'm going to do 2 damage to creatures and you, I think. Get rid of the Kiln Fiend. Yeah, that'll do. So it can't get pumped up crazy amounts. And then Banefire deals X damage to target. Can I do it? Can I do 1 damage to you? Is that going to work? No, apparently that didn't do anything. Oh, what the fuck? I give up on this game, I think. Whoopsie-daisy, I played that totally wrong. Yeah, that was a little bit stupid. That was kind of a waste of a bet. Why did that let me play that if I couldn't do any damage at all? That is weird. I think I've totally balls this game up, by the way, guys. So, never mind. This just shows my inexperience with using these kind of like control decks in this particular game. So yeah, I don't think I've done particularly well. I could do with a Starstorm right now. It would be quite nice. And he's got another Torch Fiend down. And another Torch Fiend down. Wow, he's just flooding the board with little 1-mana creatures. So if I had something that could deal 1 damage across the board, he'd be pretty much screwed. But I don't think I do. So I'm about to take 7 damage to the face. Come on, top deck a Starstorm right now. Can I top deck a Starstorm, please? It would be nice. I might actually survive this if I do. Nope, get a Char. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. I'm going to quit out of this and start again afresh because I haven't done very well in this game, so I'll see you in a sec, guys. So yeah, guys, if you could just forget that last game ever happened, then that'd be fantastic, and don't criticise me too much for it. Ooh, Pongify is quite a cool one. So it's pretty good for taking out big creatures. Do I want to keep this hand, though? Got a Char, which isn't too bad. Any player may have Breaking Point, deal 6 damage to him or her. If no one does, destroy all creatures and they can't be regenerated. It's pretty good, but I think I want to draw a new hand. Yeah, I think we'll have to keep that one. It's not too bad. Hopefully we'll draw into some stuff real soon. Electrolyze. This is what I could have done in the last game. So it deals 2 damage divided choose amongst 2 creatures and or players, which is quite cool. Would have been quite handy for dealing with a couple of his little 1-mana creatures quite early. So looks like Ardent Recruit. We're playing against the the Warsmith deck. So Argent Recruit gets +2/+2 as long as you have creatures on the battlefield. Ooh, get my wee Dragonauts down next turn. That'd be pretty handy. So I'll be wanting to use Electrolyze to get rid of any kind of artifacts that you might get on the battlefield. Auric Edgewright, so has double strike. So he hasn't got any. Doesn't have any artifacts down yet, which is quite interesting. So he's going to be able to hit me for 1 there, not the end of the world. We'll play... Ooh, got Kiln Fiend as well. Excellent. So I'm probably going to play my wee Dragonauts this turn. And then I'll be able to play Electrolyze or cancel next. So I'll probably be able to play Electrolyze next turn, get rid of his Auric Edgewright before it can get crazy double strike. Or get rid of any artifacts he decides to play this turn as well. So what have we got then? Lightning Coils. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put a charge counter on Lightning Coils. I'm going to try and avoid killing off too many of his creatures then by the looks of things. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Kiln Fiend gets plus... So how many charge counters can he get on it? Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put a charge counter on Lightning Coils. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Lightning Coils have five... Oh, so I have to kill five of his creatures, 5 of his non-token creatures, basically. So... yeah, let's continue. Let's attack. Pause. Electrolyze creatures. You. Get rid of his Auric Edgewright. This will get pumped up to a 3/3. And then I also get to draw a card as well, which is excellent. So I get an opportunity. So target player draws 4 cards. That'll be very handy for me, I'll be honest. And then my wee Dragonauts will hit him for 3 as well. Excellent. Maybe should have burned his face, actually. In hindsight. I will be getting my Kiln Fiend down next turn, I think. So what have we got then? Rusted Relic. So he's managed to get two artifacts down. So that gets... With haste... okay, so he gets like 5... How many... So you're going to hit me for 1 again. So he gets... Oh, right. So he gets at least five tokens on his... on his Lightning Coil. So I'm actually going to keep my cancel back. I'm actually going to not... so will I have enough... If I play the Kiln Fiend, I will have enough for... Yeah, I will have enough cancel, yep. So I play the Kiln Fiend and then swing in with the wee Dragonauts, like so. And then I've got enough for any kind of... I can cancel any of his spells he decides to play next turn, which will be pretty handy. I still have 3 mana open, so hopefully he decides... So if he decides to get something down, which will be an artifact, I will be cancelling it. So what's this then? So Gobbling, so reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. So I'm actually going to cancel that. Just so something is preventing your spell. There we go. That was weird. Thought I could cancel that there for a second. These both get pumped up for some crazy reason, so I can actually block that one quite nicely. That stops him from getting a 3rd artifact down as well, as I don't want him getting artifacts down, funnily enough. So gets +2/+2 with the metal crafting. So I'm thinking of casting my opportunity this turn. So I draw 4 cards. Why would I want him to... I don't have any other spells, so I may as well play the opportunity, get these 2 pumped up, swinging with both of them. So I get land, another opportunity, pretty handy, and a Banefire, which would be very cool. Especially if I could possibly kill off his Rusted Relic with it as well. So I'm actually going to swing him with both of these. Hopefully, he might let the attack go through. You never know. So we go, swing him. Yep, he's let both of them go through. So how much land have I got down at the moment? Because in theory, my Banefire could do a crate. So he's managed to get 2 mirror artifacts down. So this will go up to a 3/3, and that becomes a 5/5, which is pretty mental. Although I do have some crazy cards to get rid of them. So is that a token creature? No, I don't think that is a token creature. So unfortunately, I do take 8 damage there, which is kind of painful, but never mind. We'll play another island. How much damage do I do with that? So I can kill off his Rusted Relic in theory, which I think I'm probably going to do this turn. So yeah, let's Banefire for 6 on creatures, and we'll get the Rusted Relic. That should kill it off. These will both get pumped up. That should deal 6 damage. Yep, excellent. And he should lose his so he won't lose his metal craft, as he still does have 3 artifacts down. But I will swing in with just the wee Dragonauts this turn, I think. What's he got then? Galvanic Blast deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Unless you've got Metalcraft, in which case, yeah, it killed off my wee Dragonauts. You bastard! Not the end of the world. So we got there another Master's Call. So he's got lots of artifacts down now, which is pretty mental. I will block one of his Mir tokens, however, so I will take 4 damage this turn. There we go. I do have a Thoughtbind though, so I can target any other spells he might have. Let's play a Terramorphic Expanse. We'll pop it for a blue island. Sorry, is it island? I think it's island, isn't it? Yeah, island. Confirm. Can't use it this turn, but will he be able to kill me next turn? He will be able to kill me next turn, so I'm thinking of getting rid of his Ardent Recruit with my Banefire. So yeah, I think I'd do that. So let's make sure we got to at least 5 just to be on the safe side. Creatures, we'll get rid of you. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Get rid of that. That does get a token on it, but it's not the end of the world. It needs at least 5. We'll skip my attack this turn, so I can block one of these if he chooses to swing in with them, of course. See what else he plays. Might end up playing the Opportunity next turn just to get some more cards. Is he swinging? He is swinging. Interesting. So he will be doing 2 more damage to me, but I will be blocking at least one of them. Unless he decides to Galvanic Blast off my Kiln Fiend, of course. Or just kill me to the face like that. Okay, I'll give him that one. Well played by him. Well played by him. I thought I executed my plan quite well, but apparently not. Okay, guys, I thought I'd do one final duel just because that last one didn't go as well as I'd hoped. So I'm actually going to keep this hand. It's got some really good cards in it for fairly low cost, and hopefully I can draw into one of my lands, a third land fairly quickly, which will allow me to play things such as the Wee Dragonauts, the Cancel, and the Thoughtbind. So just hit continue, go to his turn. I'll pop this in a second, so he doesn't know exactly what I'm playing straight away. You know, keep him guessing, and all that. So what's he got? Red land. Could be a lot. Oh, bloody hell. Let me make sure I pop my Terramorphic Expanse first. There we go. Get a red one down. Confirm. Whew, that was a close one. Almost missed that there. I was like, no! Oh, excellent. Draw into a third land straight away. So I'm actually just going to hit continue for now. I'd rather save my Searing Spears until I can get the Wee Dragonauts down. So just hit continue for now. Won't be too hasty. Get the Wee Dragonauts down next turn. And then I'll get the Searing Spear, start dropping the Searing Spears straight to his face the turn after that, probably. So I've got Terramorphic Expanse. I wonder if I'm playing a Dodge and Burn. I don't know. That doesn't look like one of the lands that's in this deck. Although they are fairly random, so I don't know. Red-blue. Maybe it is. Maybe this could be a mirror matchup, which could be quite hilarious. Excellent. 3 Searing Spears. So we are going to play the Wee Dragonauts this turn. And then I should be able to start dropping Searing Spears one a turn after that. So I should be hitting him for 6 every turn, providing he doesn't play any creatures initially. Yeah, the Wee Dragonauts is a pretty cool card. The fact that it gets pumped up +2/0 every time you... So every time you cast an instant or sorcery spell, which is pretty sweet. So I'm guessing this is the mirror matchup, which is fairly cool, I suppose. Could either be really short or really long. I'm hoping for the former, not the latter. So he hasn't been able to do anything this turn, which is interesting. So my turn. What do I get here then? Future Sight. Play the top card of your library revealed. You may play the top card of your library. That's pretty cool. So if I hit continue. If I attack, pause, Searing Spear, players him. See if he cancels. Is he going to cancel? He is going to cancel. Fair enough. Draw a cancel on a Searing Spear. So I think this does still get the bonus. Yep, it still does get the +3/+3 bonus, which is pretty sweet. So we'll get to hit him for the face for 3 damage, which is always a good thing. Draw out one of the cancels on just a Searing Spear, which is never a bad thing, I suppose. We'll see how to play then. So he's played Kiln Fiend. Fair enough. So I might burn that off with a Searing Spear next turn, providing he doesn't leave. I don't think he can cancel anything with 2 land open. which is always a good thing. So, and he's got his own Searing Spear, so goodbye Wee Dragonauts, I think. Yes, goodbye Wee Dragonauts. And he doesn't have any land open at all now, which is a good thing. Hopefully I draw into a land this turn, which would be nice. Land? Nope, get a char though. So we're just going to Searing Spear creatures you, as you can't counter it. It's in the end of the world. And that's obviously going to be the end of my turn. Back to you, mate. How much land does this cost? 5 land. It'd be handy once I... So that's pretty cool. So if you you may play the top card of your library. That's really cool. So if you got a land, you can literally just keep like drawing lands, and then I suppose that then means that you can keep playing cards from it, providing you've got enough mana open to play them. So any player may have Browbeat deal 5 damage to him or her. If no one does, target player draws. I'm actually gonna take the damage there, so he doesn't get the cards. I'm just gonna be that sadistic. Oh, excellent. There's one of the lands I was looking for. So I'm actually going to char him to the face, I think. Players, yeah, Mogwai. Burn him down to 13. So we're both on 13 now, which is looking fairly even. See what he does. Obviously, I can't cancel anything this turn because I played the char, but not the end of the world. So one more land, and I can play the Future Sight, which is going to be pretty sweet, provided it doesn't cancel it, of course, which is always... Oh, it's been replaced by the AI. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, I'm going to take that as a win in my book. So what's he playing there? Monomic Wall. You may return target instant sorcery spell from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think I've got that unlocked yet, but no point playing Searing Spear, so let's just play Future Sight. Hopefully so I've got Spirit Away. Pretty sweet. So you control enchanted creature and it gets +2/+2, which is pretty awesome. So if he plays anything crazy, I should be able to so if the computer plays anything crazy, I should be able to Spirit it away, so I will draw that. And I do have Banefire as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can actually burn that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll burn creatures you, get rid of you. Just so I've got no defenders down. He's got no defenders down. Well, we also got them. We've got opportunity. That'll be useful next turn, I think. So he wasn't able to play anything that turn. So we draw that. We've also got the Pongify. Can I not play that? Oh no, apparently I haven't got enough. So let's just burn him to the face then. Playing Dak Faden now. Yeah, it was the mirror matchup all along. So we're getting down to 10 health. Hopefully we can draw into a land fairly soon. We should be able to draw into one fairly quickly with the top card of our library revealed, which is always pretty sweet. So you got anything to go? Charmbreaker Devils. We'll cancel that. Whew, just realised I had the cancel there. Thank God for that. Let's get rid of the Charmbreaker Devils. Don't want that down the battlefield. What have we got then? Ooh, Stolen Goods. I'm actually going to play that. Just because I don't have anything else to play, so I may as well. Hopefully we might find something good. So what do we find then? Any player may have Breaking Point, deal 6 damage to him or her. If no one does, destroy creatures and they can't be regenerated. Never mind, not the best card there. Ooh, we've got an Invoke the Fire Mine. That'll be pretty handy. Will allow me to draw several cards, hopefully, if I don't find anything else. So will allow me to draw 2 cards, I think. Oh, continue. I just realised I'm playing the AI now, aren't I? Bloody quitter. You've obviously realised that this was going to be a pain in the ass mirror matchup, so decided to quit, which I can respect that, but what have we also got then? Sulphurous Blast deals 2 damage to each creature and each player. If you cast a spell during your May phase, it does 3 damage. What am I on about? Let's invoke the Fire Mine, draw X cards. There we go. Hopefully we'll find something decent. Did I get a land? I got a land there, so I can play that. Should have a reasonable amount of burner stuff coming up soon, hopefully. I've got the Electrolyze, which would be pretty cool. Play that next turn. We've also got the Sulphurous Blast, so I'm actually going to Electrolyze players, Dak Faden, players, Dak Faden. There we go. We should draw a card, deal 2 damage, and we get a Terramorphic Expanse, and we also get another Electrolyze, so may as well play that. Burn! And we've also got a land to play. I'm just going to pop this one. Another land as well. Play a mountain. Why the hell not? There we go. So we've almost got him down. Just need a little bit more burn. So apparently he's got nothing to play. What the hell did this guy have in his deck? Play a land from the top of my deck. Sulphurous Blast or Opportunity. Let's do the Opportunity. See if I can find something good. Like, I think I might have burnt through all of my Searing Spears. Got Banefire for next turn, so I think that's going to be him pretty much dead next turn. I might have to toss a card here, though. Continue. Is he going to make me toss a card? Probably just going to toss a land, I'll be honest. Or compulsive research. Or, no, toss the Pongify, I think. Please discard 3. Oh, okay. Toss a counter. And a compulsive... Oh, no, let's not toss compulsive research. Let's toss a land. Please discard 1. Oh, okay, so... Apparently I've got loads, so... yeah, let's do another compulsive research. Not the end of the world. So he still can't do anything. That's crazy. Play another land. I think I can Banefire him to death. Players, Dak Faden. I'm assuming he doesn't have a counter. Well, there we go. So it looks like I would have kicked that guy's ass. So yeah, guys, not too bad a series. 1-2, lost 2. Just ignore the second game, pretend it never happened. That was just me derping around trying to get used to this deck, because I've not really played it before. This is only really the second or third time I've played with the Dodge and Burn deck. I quite enjoy it, actually. Like, I didn't think I'd really, but having played a lot of Hearthstone control, I actually quite like the whole control aspect. So the kind of controlling what's on the board, using spells to burn to his face. I can actually really appreciate why people like the Dodge and Burn deck so much. So yeah, I'm going to leave the episode there. As always, guys, great to see you comment and like if you enjoyed the video. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.